The topic which we are going to start in statistics is the frequency tables. The points to remember and understand in frequency tables are: number one, a frequency table shows how often a value occurs. So we have to count the values out of the data. And number two point is the number of the times a value occurs is called frequency, and after calculating whatever the answer is, that will represent the frequency of the data. So here is a question now that will make concepts clear. A group of the 40 pupils in a class, so it means these are actually 40 numbers in total, was asked to number the siblings they have. The data obtained as shown below. So this is the data of the 40 students. So construct a frequency table for the number of the sibling is the requirement. So if you can see in the table, minimum value given is 1. And maximum value is 7. So now we are going to construct a frequency table. So we will first put values from 1 to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is called number of siblings. And now we will calculate from here. Look, 1. We are going to calculate 1. So 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 1 is coming, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth line will be drawn as a bundle. So this bundle is of 5, and 1, 2, 3 will represent 8. So 8 is the frequency, and like this tally will be written. 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 2 is coming 10 times, so 2 bundles will be there, and 10 is the frequency. Like 3, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 is coming 6 times, so this is the method of writing 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4 lines will be written, and 6th line will be cut the 4 lines. So that will make a bundle of 5, and 6th line will be written as is, and 6 is the frequency. Like this 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 is coming 9 times, so 5 bundle and 4 lines will be drawn, so 9 is the frequency. Then 5, so 1, 2, 3. So 5 is coming 3 times, so 3 is the frequency. Then 6, so 6, 1, 2, 3. So 6 is coming 3 times, so 3 is the frequency. And lastly 7, so 7 is 1. So 7 is coming 1 time, so 1 is the frequency. And we have to calculate, we have to sum all these values to make sure either these are making 40 or not. So 8 plus 10, 18, plus 6, 24, plus 9, 33, plus 3, 36, plus 3, 39, plus 1, 40. So that is the confirmation actually that we have counted the values correctly, because total values were given 40. So this is the frequency table. So this is the method. The topic which is going to be started in statistics is histogram. The points to remember and understand in histogram are: a histogram can be constructed to display the information given in a frequency table. So first we have to draw the frequency table, and from there we can, by using the frequencies, we can draw the histogram. A histogram is a vertical bar graph with no gaps in between the bars, as were in bar chart. So in bar chart we are having uniform width between the bars, but in histogram there will be no gaps. The area of each bar is proportional to the frequency it represents. So here is a question that will make your concepts more clear. So look here now. Draw a histogram to represent the number of the siblings of a group of 40 pupils in a class have use the information given in the frequency table in worked example 1. So here is the frequency table which we have just made in example number 1. So now we will use this frequency table to draw the histogram. So first, frequencies will be drawn on the vertical line always, and the numbers of the siblings drawn on the horizontal line. So these numbers, because these are singular numbers, that will be written in the middle of each bar. So this is the point to remember when singular values are given. So draw the put the values, write the values right in the middle of the bars. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we have write 1 in the middle of the bar, then 2 3 4 5 6 7. So frequencies are from 1 to 8. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Maximum frequency is up to 10, so up to 10 will be written. So the first bar should be of the height 8, so 1 to 8. So 1 will having a bar of height 8. So 2 will have a bar of height 10, so here is 10. 3 of 6, so here is 6. 4 of 9, so 4 of 9. Then 5 of 3, so 5 of 3. 6 of 3, so 6 is of also 3, and 7 of 1, and 7 of 1. The point to remember is the width of the bars in normal case of the histogram will be of uniform. Whatever the width of the first bar you have drawn, that uniformity should be maintained. So each bar is of the same width. So this is the point to be remembered. Another topic which is going to be started is the group frequency table. The points to remember and understand are: a set of the raw data can be organized and arranged in an orderly way in the form of the grouped frequency table. Here the data are grouped into a number of the class intervals, and first we will learn only to group the data in of equal sizes. Now we are going to solve a question that will make our concepts more clear. For example, here is a question: the following set of the raw data shows the weights of a group of the 40 students in a class measured to the nearest kg. Construct a group frequency table to represent the information. So first type in this question is when class interval is not given by the examiner and we have to decide by ourselves the class intervals. So the method is, first we have to check the maximum and the minimum values in the data. For example, the largest value in the data is 69, that is here, and the smallest value is 40, that is here. So first we have to check the maximum and the minimum values and then find the difference between them. So difference is 29. The next step is, now we have to divide the difference by suitable values to have suitable number of the classes. So for example, if we divide 29 by 10, we will have 2.9, that is almost equal to 3. 3 is too small. That will then we will have only 3 classes. If we divide the data up to 10 kg class interval. So for example, divide 29 by 5, we will have 5.8, that is almost 6. So 6 number of classes are suitable, I think so. So it means 5 kg interval would be more appropriate. So this is the second step, that is we have decided. Now the minimum weight, so minimum value is 40 and maximum is 69. So now we are making the classes. So 40 to 45 is the first class, then 45 to 50, then 50 to 55, then 55 to 60, then 60 to 65, and then 65 to 70 are the classes which we have made. The next step is, now we will write the classes which we have chosen. So weights 40 to 45, 45 to 50, 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 60 to 65, and 65 to 70 will be written like this. And now we will count from the table that is given. 40 to 45 values will be counted that are actually 5. So 5 is the frequency. Then we will count the values which are 45 to 50, equal to 45 and lesser than 50 means 49. So 45 to 49 values will be counted in the table, that is 6. So 6 is the frequency. Then 50 to 54 values will be counted, that are 9. Then 55 to 59 numbers will be counted from the table, that are 12. Then 60 to 64 values will be counted, that are 5. Then 65 to 69 values will be counted, that are 3. So we will count this, that makes 40. That is actually confirming that we are going good, we are not making any mistake, because 40 students are given in the question. Now we will draw the frequency, we will draw the histogram for this frequency table. So weights will be written on the horizontal line and frequencies on the vertical line. So frequencies are up to 12, that is maximum 12, and the weights will be from 40 to 70. So look here. Here will be a zigzag line, because 40 is not, there is a gap between 0 and 40. So we will draw a zigzag line here. So 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 and 70. So the point to remember here is, now we will not write the value between the bar. We will write at the extremes of the bar now, because the data is now group data. So 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 and 70. So first bar is of 5, then 6, then 9. So the first bar from 40 to 45 is of 5, then 45 to 50 is of 6. So look here, now we will check from the here. Then 50 to 55 is 9, next is 12. So 50 to 55 is of 9, then 12, and then 60 to 65, 5, and lastly 3. So this bar will be of height 5 and last will be of 3. So this is the method of drawing a histogram. The statement of the question is the marks scored by 40 students in mathematics quiz marked out of the total of the 5 are given below. So construct the frequency table for the data is the first requirement. So here are the marks. So A part is marks and frequency, and then tally, and then frequency. We are actually checking 0 is the minimum value and 5 is the maximum value. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now we are going to check 0's value. So 0 is 1. So tally is 1 and frequency is also 1. Next is 1. So 1, 2, so 2 times is coming, so frequency is 2. Next is 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is coming 5 times. So tally is 5, frequency is 5. Next is 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it is coming 15 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So 15 is the tally and 15 is the frequency. Next is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is coming 9 times. So 5 and 4, 9. And lastly, the 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is coming 8 times. So here is 8 and here is 8. And because the total number of the students are 40, so we are going to check either this make 40 or not. So 1 plus 2 3 plus 5 8 plus 15 23 plus 9 32 plus 8 40. So 40 is the total. It means this table is right. This is the frequency table. A part is done, and B part's requirement is what was the score marks scored by most of the students. So from the frequency table we can see 15 is the highest frequency, and that is actually 3. So 3 is the mark that is scored by most of the students. C's requirement is find the percentage of the students who scored at least 3 marks in the quiz. So at least 3 will be started from here. So we have to add these 3 values. So 15 plus 9, 24 plus 8, 32. So 32 will be placed in numerator, divided by 40, multiplied by 100% will give us answer. So 32 divided by 40 multiplied by 100. So this is 80%. So 80% is the answer. Statement of the question is, a company manufacturing paper clips claims that there are 30 paper clips per box. 40 boxes were selected at random, and the number of the paper clips in each box was counted, giving the results below. Okay, requirement is complete the table. So here are number of the paper clips per box. Now tally and frequency is the missing. So we are going to calculate now 28. So 28, 1, 2. So tally is 2, frequency is 2. Now 29. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is the tally and 7 is the frequency. Then 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 is the tally. And 16 is the frequency. Then 31. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 is the tally, and this is the frequency. Then 32. So 32 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5 is the tally and frequency. And finally 33. So 33 is 1, 33 is 1. So 1 is frequency. And in total this is 2 plus 7, 9 plus 16, 25 plus 9, 34 plus 5, 39 plus 1, 40. So 40 is the total. So for drawing the histogram, we have to draw the frequency on the vertical line and the number of the paper clips on the horizontal line. 30, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 28. 30, 16. 31, 9. 32, 5. 33, 1. And here are the paper clips, that is from 28 to 33. Actually, these are wrongly written, so we will erase it now. And so this is 28's bar, this is 29, this is 30, this is 31, this is 32, and this is 33. So this is the histogram. B part's requirement is calculate the percentage of the boxes that contain exactly 30 paper clips. So 30 paper clips are actually 16. So 16 will be in numerator, total will be in denominator, multiplied by 100% will give us the answer. So calculate it on the calculator. So 16 by 40 multiplied by 100. Answer is 40%. Last requirement is find the fraction of the boxes that contain at least 30 paper clips. So at least 30 paper clips. So 16 plus 9 plus 5 plus 1 will be placed in denominator, because these are actually at least 30 paper clips. Divided by 40 will give us the answer. So 16 plus 9 will be 25, plus 5 30, plus 1 31. So 31 in numerator divided by 40 is the required fraction. The statement of the question is a die was tossed 100 times and the number appearing each time was recorded. So here is the table recording 100 times dice tossed. Calculate the value of x. So all the values are given other than x. So we will subtract all these values from the 100, like 100 minus 8 minus 19 minus 14 minus 25 minus 18. So the answer is 16. So x is 16. So this is the first part done. Next part is complete the histogram below. So now we have to complete the histogram. So on 1, first bar is done. So on 2 is 19. So here are 10 boxes and these 10 boxes are representing 5. So one small box will represent 0.5. So 2 is 19. So here is 2 and this is 20. So two small boxes below this will represent 19. So here is 19. The next is 314. So again two small boxes below it will represent 14. So this is 14th. Next is 425. So here is 4 and here is 25. Next is 516. This is 5 and this is 16. Two small boxes above 15 will make 16. And last one is 618. So this is 6 and here will be okay 18. So the central point will be 17.5 and one small box above that will be 18. Okay, the next requirement is find the fraction of getting a number greater than 4. Okay, the number greater than 4. So 16 and 18 will be added. 16 twos are 32 plus 2 34 will be placed in numerator. This is C part because the requirement is fraction, and total number, that is 100, will be placed in denominator and solve it. 3 ones, 2 ones are 2 sevens are 14 and 2 50s are 100. So 17 by 50 is the required fraction representing a number greater than 4. The statement of the question is the histogram shows the times taken by a group of the students to travel to school. A part is complete the table and histogram. Okay, table and histogram are incomplete, so we have to draw the histogram and table. So the 20 to 25. Okay, first we have to write down the values of the frequency that is missing. So 15 to 20. So here is 15 to 20, that is 24. So if this is 24, so 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. So these are the vertical values. So now we will complete the frequency table histogram, that is 0 to 5, 5. So 0 to 5 is 5. Next is 5 to 10, 9. So here is 9. Then 10 to 15, 18. So if this is 20, so 15, one box lower than this will make 18. So here is 18. So this is the histogram which is completed. Now we will complete the table, that is 20 to 25 is, here is 24. Okay, then 20 to 25, so here is 18. 25 to 30, so here is 5. And the total is the requirement, so we will use calculator. 5 plus 9 plus 18 plus 24 plus 18 plus 5. Complete the table. So 20 to 25 is here, and this is one small box below the 20, so this will be 19. 25 to 30, this is 5. And now the total is the requirement, so 5 plus 9 plus 18 plus 24 plus 19 plus 5. Total is 80. The next requirement is find the fraction of the students who took more than 15 minutes to travel to school. More than 15 minutes. So here is more than 15 minutes. So these three values will be added. 24 plus 19 plus 5. So 48 will be placed in numerator, and fraction is the requirement, so 80 will be placed in denominator. So 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, over 4 2s are 8 and 0, and then 4 3s are 4 5s are. So 3 by 5 is the required fraction. Next requirement is find the percentage of the students who took at most 10 minutes. At most 10 minutes here. So these two values will be added. So 5 plus 9, 14. So 14 over 80 multiplied by, because percentage is required, 100%. So solve it on calculator. 14 by 80 multiplied by 100. So the answer is 17.5%. Next is, if the data above is to be represented in a pie chart, find the angle of the sector representing students who took more than 10 minutes but less than 15. more than 10, less than 15 is representing this value, and the angle is required. So 18 by 80, and the angle is required multiplied by 360, because pie chart's total angle is 360. So solve it on the calculator. 18 by 80 multiplied by 360. This is 81 degree. So this is the answer. The statement of the question is the lengths measured correct to the nearest centimeters of 50 fish in a fish farm are given below. First part required is complete the table below. So from the data we have completed the table. Now the next requirement is draw a histogram to represent this information. So now we have to draw the histogram of this information. So the frequency will be drawn on the vertical lines, and length will be drawn on the horizontal line. So these are the length will be on the horizontal line and frequency on the vertical line. Frequencies maximum value is 11, and these are starting from 15 to 45. So here will be zigzag line, here is 0, this is frequencies line, and this is length. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and here are 11. And now on the horizontal line, values are from 15 to 45. So suppose if this is 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45. So now we will going to draw the histogram. First is 15 to 27. 15 to 20 is 7. So this is the bar for 15 to 20. Next is 20 to 25, 8. So here is 8. Next is 25 to 38. So this is also 8. Next is 30 to 35, 11. 30 to 35 is 11. Next is 35 to 40, 10, and then 6. 10 and 6. So here is 10, and here is 6. So this is the histogram. Next requirement is find the fraction of the fish that are at most 35. So at most 35 will be up to here. So the values are 11 plus 8, 19 plus 8, 27 plus 7, 34. So 34 will be placed in numerator, And in total we have 50 fish, so 50 will be placed in denominator. So 2 ones are 2, 2 sevens are 14, and 2 25s are 50. So this is the required fraction. Good morning, students. Beta, this is a histogram with unequal class intervals. The statement is the table below shows the heights of the 44 students. And if you look at the class intervals, these are unequal because 130 to 145 means 15 is the difference. Here is 145 to 150. Here is only 5 is the difference. Here 15 was the difference. Here 5 is the difference. Again, here is 5 is the difference, that is 150 to 155. It is 155 to 160, that is 5 difference. But here is 10 is the difference, that is 160 to 170. And this is 170 to 180. Again, 10 is the difference. It means there are 3 kinds of the differences, 3 kinds of the intervals there are. One is 15, one is 5, one is 10. So requirement is construct a histogram representing this distribution. So the method for drawing the histogram of unequal interval is, so be careful now. So this first step will be make a table of this kind. Heights will be written in vertical lines, and here are the frequencies. And look here, that is 15 difference. So here is the class width, that is 15. Here are frequencies. Okay, 15 is the difference. Here 5 is the difference, here 5 is the difference, here 5 is the difference, here 10 is the difference, and here 10 is the difference. So it means 3 kinds of the differences are there. So if we call 5 as first standard, then definitely 2 times of the 5 will be 10, that will be called second standard, and 3 times of the 5 will be 15, that will be called 3 standard. Now frequency divided by standard will be equal to the rectangle's height. It means 9 divided by 3, that will be equal to 3. That is the height of the rectangle representing this class. Now 7 divided by 1 will be equal to 7. 8 divided by 1 equal to 8. 6 divided by 1 equal to 6. 10 divided by 2 equal to 5, and 4 divided by 2 equal to 5. So these will be the heights which will represent their respective classes. And now we are going to draw the histogram. Now look, this is the class, that is 130 to 145, and on this class the rectangular height will be 3. So look here, 130 to 145, and the rectangle's height is 3. Next is 145 to 150. Rectangle's height will be 7. So look here, 145 to 150, and rectangle's height is 7. Next is 150 to 155. Rectangle's height will be 8. So 150 to 155, rectangle's height is 8. Then 155 to 160, rectangle's height will be 6. So look here, 155 to 160, and rectangle's height is 6. Next is 160 to 170. Rectangle's height will be 5. So here is 160 to 170, rectangle's height will be 5. And last is 170 to 180, rectangle's height will be 2. So 170 to 180, rectangle's height is 2. So this is the first method. Now I'm going to tell you another method of solving this kind of question. Here is another method of solving the same question. We will make the table in vertical form. Classes will be written in vertical form. Here are the frequencies column. Now we will calculate the class width. Here is 130 to 150, 45, it means class width is 15. Here is 145 to 150, class width is 5. 150 to 155, class width is 5. 155 to 160, class width is 5, and 160 to 170, class width is 10, and 170 to 180, class width is 10. And now we will find the frequency density, that will actually be the height of the rectangle. That will be calculated by frequency over class width. 9 divided by 15. When you will solve this on the calculator, answer will be 0.6. And now same method will be used for all the other values, like frequency over class width, that is 7 over 5 will be equal to 1.4. Next is 8 divided by 5 will be equal to 1.6. Then 6 divided by 5 will be equal to 1.2. 10 divided by 10 will be equal to 1. 4 divided by 10 will be equal to 0.4. So the formula for finding the class width will be frequency over class width. Now we will draw the histogram by using these classes and these class widths. So these are useless for us now. This column and this column will be used. So here is the histogram which is already made. These classes will be written on the horizontal line, and these class widths, rather frequency densities, will be written on the vertical lines, and we will draw the rectangles. And after that, I'll practice some questions for you people. Concepts will be more clearer then. Okay students, here is the question for practice that will make your concepts more clearer. The question is, the following table shows the weekly earnings of 68 employees of Meteor PTE Private Limited, whatever. And here are the classes and the number of the workers are given. So total are 68. It means these will be added up to 68. Now we have to look at the class intervals, either they are equal or not. So the first interval is 5, second is also 5, then there is an interval of 20. Here is also an interval of 20. Here is also an interval of 20. Here is an interval of 30. And here is an interval of 40. So we will make a column of class width now. So the class width column will be, first class width is 5, then second class width is also 5, third class width is 20, fourth class width is 20, next class width is 20, next class width is 30, next class width is 40. Now we will make another column of frequency density. Formula for the frequency density is frequency over class width. So 4 by 5, 4 divided by 5 equal to 0.8. So this is the height of the first rectangle. Then 6 by 6 by 5, answer is 1.2. Next is 8 by 20. Answer is 0.4. Next is 16 by 20. Answer is 0.8. Next is 20 by 20. Answer will be 1. Next is 6 by 30. Answer is 0.2. And the final last one is 8 by 40. Answer is 0.2. So these are actually frequency densities which will represent the heights of the rectangle. Now we will use this column and this column for drawing the histogram. Okay students, the next thing which should be remembered and we have to be careful about, that is, if we start from 180 and ending on 320 and taking 10 units for one box, then 180 to 320 will take almost 15 boxes, 14 boxes. And the rule for making a histogram for using a graph is almost this one. The number of the boxes used as the horizontal line should be almost equal to the vertical line. That will make a very nice symmetry in the figure. So if we are using 14 boxes on the horizontal line, we should use almost 10 to 14 on the vertical line as well. So I'm going to make the histogram now. So look, now here is the graph paper, and we are making the vertical lines and the horizontal lines now. So here is the vertical line, and here is the horizontal line. Here is the origin. And now be careful, because the values are starting from 180. So we have to make zigzag over here, because 180 is far from 0. So we are starting 180. This is 190, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 310, and 320 was the maximum value, and I'm making another, that is 330. And on the vertical line, the maximum value was 1.2, and we are starting from 0. So be careful. Again, we are going to use almost the same number of the boxes on the vertical line as well. So here is 0. So this is 0.1, this is 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1, 1.1, and 1.2. So that was the maximum number on the frequency density column. So this column, this vertical line is for frequency density, and here are class intervals. So now we are going to draw the first rectangle. So first rectangle is 180 to 185, height is 0.8. So 180 to 185 and 0.8. So here is 0.8, and this is 180 to 185. So the exactly between the 180 and 190 will be 185. So this is 185. So this is the rectangle for the first class. So first rectangle is done now. Next rectangle is 185 to 190, height is 1.2. So 185 to 190, height is 1.2. So here is 1.2 height. So second rectangle is done. Now the third one is 190 to 210 and 0.4. 190 to 210, 0.4. So here is 190, and here is 210, and here is 0.4. So this is the third rectangle. Next is 210 to 230, 0.8, 210 to 230. So 210 to 230 and 0.8. Here is 0.8, and this is 0.8. So here is the next rectangle which is going to be done. So next rectangle is done now. Next is 230 to 250. 230 to 250. So 230 to 250 and height is 1. So here is 1. So beta, question is very easy. Only the thing, concept should be clear. So first we have to make the column of the class width, then frequency density, and for drawing the histogram we use only class intervals and frequency density now. Next one is 250 to 280, 0.2. So 250 to 280. Here is 250, here is 280, and 0.2 is here. So this is the second last rectangle, which is done. And the last one is 280 to 320, 0.2. So 280 to 320, 0.2. So students, this is the histogram of unequal intervals, which is done. Okay, friends, here is another question that is somewhat different, because if you look at the question, this is a question of the histogram and of unequal interval, because 5 to 24 is almost 20 difference, then 25 to 59 is almost 35 difference, so difference is unequal. So this is an histogram of unequal intervals. But the point to check is also that the upper boundary of the first class and the lower boundary of the next class is disjointed. So 24 and 25, there is difference. So if this kind of question comes in the paper, first we have to connect the boundaries, because histogram is connected, you know. So the difference between these two values is 1. So 1 divided, so first we will check the difference and divide it by 2. That will, 1 divided by 2 will be equal to 0.5. So we will add 0.5 in the upper boundary of the previous class and subtract 0.5 from the lower boundary of the next class. That is, so look, this is like that will be subtracted, it will be 4.5, and add here, that will be 24.5. Subtract from here, it will be 24.5. Add here, it will be 59.5. Subtract from here, that will be 59.5. Add here, that will be 79.5. And if you look now, these are joined now, because histogram is joined. Bars are joined, there is no gap. So subtract from here, it will be 79.5. Add here, it will be 104.5. Subtract from here, it will be 104.5. Add here, it will be 114.5. Subtract from here 114.5, add here, it will be 129.5. Subtract from here, that will be 129.5. Add here, that will be 149.5. Subtract from here, that will be 149.5, and add here, it will be 189.5. So these are the classes which will be used on the histogram now. These classes will not be used because there is gap. So there is no gap now. So these classes will be used. But now we have to make the frequency width column. But first we will find the class width. Class width is in this, that can be finded out by using calculator, that is 24.5. So here is the calculator, if you can see clearly. So 24.5 minus 4.5. So the difference is, class width is 20. So 59.5 minus 24.5. Difference is 35. Next is 79.5. minus 59.5. Difference is 20. Then 104.5 minus 79.5. 104.5 minus 79.5. 25. Next is 114.5. So here is 20 difference, 10 difference. Here is 129.5 minus 114.5. Difference is 15. Then 149.5 minus 129.5. Class width is 20. And last one is 189.5 minus 149.5. So the class width is 40. And the final column will be made, that will be frequency density, that will be find it out by dividing frequency over class width. So 60 divided by 20 will be 3. 50 divided by 35. So 50 divided by 35 will be equal to 1.43. 86 divided by 20. That will be 4.3.
Next is 150 divided by 25, that will be equal to 6. 60 divided by 10 will be equal to 6. 105 divided by 15 equal to 7. 60 divided by 20 will be equal to 3. 48 divided by 40 will be equal to 1.2. So now class, here are frequency densities. This column will be formed on the vertical line, and these joint classes will be formed on the horizontal line. Here we are going to start to make the histogram. So here is the origin. On the horizontal line, we will take 10 values for 10 units for one big box. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190. So we need up to 190, and on the horizontal line we require the values maximum up to 7. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so this column is for frequency density, and this is for class intervals. So the first rectangle is 4.5 to 24.5, and frequency density is 3. So 4 to 24.5. So here is the graph paper. So here is 5, and this is for 4, and 4 to 24 point, this is 24.5, and the frequency density is up to 3. So here is 3, and here is 3. So this is the first rectangle that is going to be made. Rest of the method is same now. Just we have to check the frequency density on the vertical line and the classes on the horizontal line. So the second one is 24.5 to 59.5, and height is 1.45. So here is the graph paper. So now 24.5 to 59.5. So here is 59.5, and height is 1.45. So here is 1, 1.1, 2, 3, 4, and here is 1.43. So this is the point. So second bar is done, second rectangle is done. Next is 59.5 to 79.5, and 4.3 height is required. So here is graph paper, and 59.5 to 79.5. So here is 79.5 and 4.3. So 4.1, 2, and 3. So this is the third rectangle. The next is 79.5 to 104.5 and 6. So 104.5. So 104.5 is here, and height is 6. So height is 6. So this is the point. Next is up to 114.5 and 6. So next is up to 114.5 So here is 114.5 and height is also 6, so height is same. Next is up to 129.5 and height is 7. So 129.7, here is 129.7 and height is 7. Next is up to 149.5 and height is 3. 149.5, height is 3. So here is 149.5 and height is 3. So this is the height. So this is the second last rectangle. And the last one is up to 189.5, height is 1.2. So 189.5. So here is 189.5 and height is 2. Okay, 1.2. So here is 1 and 1.1 and 1.2. So this is the point. So students, this is the histogram of this kind of data. Thank you so much.